don't cry in front of Mexicans.
Yes.
There are several references to Mexico, the Grand Prix, Checo Perez, and also the place where Sonny dreams of retiring. So while I was watching the movie yesterday, I remember that in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, your character says, "Don't cry in front of Mexicans."
Yes.
Here, put these on. Don't cry in front of the Mexicans.
So I gotta ask you, what's your relationship with Mexico? Have you ever wanted to cry in front of your Mexican fans? Maybe later on the premiere because of the love they have for
you know, I moved to LA from the middle of America, from the country, 38 years ago or something. I don't know, and it's very cross-pollination as far as the culture of LA and going down to Mexico, and there's a lot of road trips down to Mexico because that was just a nice, you know, quick getaway. No, that is a funny line. That's Quentin Tarantino at his best. And but no, race weekend here was just a high, just a complete high. It's an incredible track here. It's an incredible setup where everyone's sitting around in kind of the Coliseum like that. The cars drive through the stands is a really unique setup and
crowd.
The crowd's like crazy high. Great fun. Yeah.
Wait until this afternoon. The crowd is going to be crazy
okay.
for you guys.
I can't wait because there's such a culture of F1 here. I can't wait. It's a great place for us to see the movie.
They're going to see it tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that F1 feels incredibly immersive, you know, from the sound design to the way the camera moves through the track. So what were some, or did you have like a specific creative points, elements that that you said to yourself, we had to do this to make the audience feel like we're inside of the cockpit, but also in the stadium?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so the goal when I first met with Brad, I said, you know, the idea is to have you actually drive the car yourself. And we're gonna have the cameras mounted on the car. So that way you're capturing Brad in that moment, really driving. And that's not him acting in the movie. That's him completely focused and concentrating, trying to keep this car on the track at 180 miles an hour. So that's part of it. And I learned that on Top Gun, that you just can't fake that. You know, if you can actually capture the actor doing the thing for real at these speeds, the audience will feel that. So, you know, we had to develop a whole brand new camera system. We had to build our own race car that was capable of doing this. Brad had to train for 3 months just to get in the car. And every day was, you know, it was very exciting, but nerve-wracking because it is a dangerous sport. You're moving at incredible speeds.
Kerry, your character suggests that in any professional life, there's always something to prove to ourselves, but also to other people. So do you feel that you guys, this is like still a thing as actors, maybe to prove things as a woman or as a young actor?
Yeah, I guess, you know, but that's just my own kind of things that I do to myself. I'm sure I could just go, oh, I'm good now. But I think the goalpost for me just keeps shifting. Like if I reach it, then I move it somewhere else. And that's just my own kind of working class kind of, I don't know what drive. I don't even know why I have it. But there's some weird ambition for, I don't know why. But it's a good thing, right? I mean, it's good to be driven. There's a good pun.
For me, it's more so I'm at a place where it's just about me selfishly saying, but I'm trying to prove stuff to myself.
Yeah.
And set a challenge for myself and overcome it. So.
And well, I have a final question. Brad, in the film, we see flashbacks of Sonny early years through magazines, old videos, and interviews. So when you come across an old magazine or a clip from your early days, is there a project that brings you most joy or maybe nostalgia from you were like starting out, like Sonny?
Sure. I mean, most times I look at it and go, who was that guy? It's funny to me the choices you make at certain ages along the way, it's endearing to me, but not always something to be proud of necessarily. But I mean, there are some of the early stuff. I mean, first working with Gina Davis and Susan Sarandon and Ridley Scott was a high for me. That was a high. And then I just look back along the way and things I've done with friends like Fincher, people who've become close friends and great artists. And I'll say this, you know, I've said this before, but I just think I've met the most interesting, creative, like inquisitive people in from this job, and I'm really grateful for that, and it's still happening,
Well, guys,
including Damson.
yes.
Bloody hell.
We love him in the movie. I love him.
See?
Yeah.